Is Tut Tarantino, Michael Irvin's son, gangster rap image real? Is it authentic or is it fake? And is Michael Irvin's so-called disapproval or disdain for his music authentic or fake? And is that the way it should be handled? Because everybody's on Tut Tarantino about what he said about his comments about Michael Irvin, saying that he didn't like his music. But I got a bigger issue with Michael Irvin, what he said to set it all off. Nobody's talking about that. Everybody's on his son, his 26-year-old son. I got a 29-year-old son. And if he was doing something I didn't like, that's between me and him. Yeah, like I said, if my 29-year-old son is doing something or my 32-year-old daughter is doing something I don't like, I'm not going to take it on national TV to shame them. See, that's what in my opinion that's what he did. See, a lot of people who might not be parents or kind of young in their little parenting experience, you didn't catch that. You don't see that. Or, his friends, they don't see that. But that's what I saw. When your adult child or your teenage child isn't listening to you, a lot of times parents will go out their way to let other people know what they're doing. So other people can shame them. You're not listening to me, so I'm going to say something so everybody can know what you're doing, and then other people can shame them. So maybe what they say will make you change. If you don't believe me, if you don't think what I'm saying is true, let's watch.
But you don't listen to rap?
I do. My son raps. His name is Tut Tarantino.
Wait, what?
My son, right?
What's his name?
He raps under Tut Tarantino. His real name is Elijah Irvin.
Okay.
But listen, get this out. I swear, if you go on iTunes and listen to him, he raps about some of the hardest stuff.
Hardest. I don't know. Maybe I gotta look up that word. But see how now his son is supposed to be a gangster rapper. He from the streets. His music is from the streets. But the way his father is carrying on here, it's like it's a joke. So some people might say, well, maybe they got together and they did this together. No, because if you got together and did this, you would know to do this better than what you're doing. Okay. This kind of proves my point even more that he's doing this to shame his son more than celebrate
in
him.
the world. And I say to him, son, you grew up in a 20,000 square foot gated community home. How can you rap this stuff? Where does this stuff come from? You know what I mean?
Your son is using your childhood to rap about.
Oh my God, right. I worked hard to get you out of this, and you rapping right back to it. What is going on? It blows my mind, man. I'm telling you, if you listen, you'll be like,
you can't rap about a private education.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
I'm sorry.
Private schools, his whole life.
You grew up in a family of 17 kids in 2 bedrooms.
Right. And he rapping about my days. Right. That's what trips me out. And the guy just tells me, and Michael, this is how young kids express themselves. You just gotta let them go through this and everything. I'm like, well is this any reflection on my parenting?
But what's mom think about this?
Well, for a long time, he wouldn't let mom hear his music. You know, she don't want to hear dad. Don't let her hear it. And I couldn't hear it for a while. And then I finally heard it because he started getting out on iTunes to get a couple albums out. Then I was like, I'm like, man, I mean, you sat next to me every Sunday in church. Did any of that get to you? Did you hear any of that? It's just funny stuff, man, when you hear it. Now, I like rap.
To me, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Like, first of all, he's grandstanding. He's being himself, a showboat, because he was that on the field. Now, you doing that. You doing that in front of a crowd. You kind of clowning your son in front of a crowd because he's not listening to you. He's not listening. He's not doing what you want him to. I bet you, his 26-year-old son, he's still taking care of him. Because he a rapper, but I don't, his music career ain't taking care of him. You are. So yeah, it does reflect your parenting. It does reflect your parenting. If my son is doing things I don't like, I'm not gonna go and get on, somebody's talk show and talk about it and laugh about it, knowing that you probably still taking care of him because his music ain't doing it. Let me know in the comments. Am I jumping out the window? Am I making too much of this? Because this is what it looks like. And this is why his son said this.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. What else am I? What I'm gonna be in that car like telling motherfuckers like, man, I shouldn't be going through this shit. My daddy Michael, like, nigga, I made them decisions. What are we talking about? Like,
yeah.
Half the time it's like, bro, that's nothing to really bring up. Like, bro, if a nigga start acting crazy because he like, oh, you Michael Lips,
they was doing that in the jail.
Hey, bro, tighten up, bro. Like,
they was doing that in the prison. They was doing that shit,
bro. Yes, what? But you gotta understand, bro. When my father said all that on TV.
Yeah, let's talk about this. So your father had some,
niggas on security tablets listening to First Take every day.
Yeah, on First Take, and he kind of went at you saying, you ain't grow up like that or whatever he had said, and then
no, he didn't say that.
What he had said to for those who didn't catch it?
He said I be saying crazy shit in my raps.
Yeah,
he don't know what the fuck, like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The blog said that he said that I didn't grow up. Like, he said I grew up in a 20,000 square foot.
He did say you didn't grow up like that. He did say you didn't grow up like that. He said you was rapping about his life. He did say that. Or, Dan Patrick said that, whatever, and he agreed to it. So he did say that.
Ain't 20,000.
Yeah.
He gassed the 15? Fuck out that shit. Not even 15.
Okay.
Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter. But you know what I'm saying? He was exactly, you know what I'm saying? He a personality, an entertainer, bro. Right. Y'all, like, man, come on, man.
Did it pipe you up just a little bit as far as the music? Because I know niggas probably checked out the music and was like, damn, nigga hard though.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was seeing. It was like, I don't know, Mike, the nigga hard, bro.
Yeah. Shit, man, I've been doing this shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm happy I ain't just decided to do it. Like, bro, I've been knowing, like, I got pictures of me 4 years old, holding microphones, rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You can go look at it, the comments under his music. It didn't, to me, it didn't seem like it helped his music career any. Okay, all right. Deion Sanders Jr., Bucky, makes music too. I ain't gonna lie, his music is pretty damn good. But his father never really says anything about his music. The only time I ever heard Deion say something about his son's music, he was like, hey, play that song I like. Play that song. And he played one of his songs, and the song was maybe last season, it was real popular. He just released the album not too long ago. His music is good. So if Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders' friend, really wanted his son to be successful in music, why don't he go talk to Bucky, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders' son, and teach him how to promote his music? Okay, Bucky says things in his music that I'm sure his father doesn't like everything he says, but he's a grown man. But you never heard Deion get on anywhere talking down about his sons. You never hear that. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. And if you listen to this interview with Tarantino, he said in the beginning how his father used to make him get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and run and work out and do all these things. He wanted his sons to play football just like him. Okay, he wanted his sons to play football just like him, and they didn't. I don't know if some of them did, but this one didn't. Okay, he's a rapper, a street rapper, a gangster rapper, whatever. Is his image authentic? It might be, or it might not be. But this is the problem. This is the problem. If you see this Tarantino, this is the problem, bruh. It don't matter if you came from the streets, if your people from the streets. Nobody from the streets cares. Your daddy is Michael Irvin. He supposedly got millions of dollars. Why are you doing what we doing? Because we have to do it. You don't have to do this. So we will not, or we won't ever respect you, bruh. This ain't for you. We trying to get to the money. You got a rich father. No one's ever going to respect you doing that kind of music. Ever. If you listen to Deion Sanders' son's music, yeah, he talk real slick, he talk real fly, and he, you could tell he been in the streets, but he don't stand on it like you do. So he's going to get more respect than you. He's not trying to stand on this image of him being from the streets, because I'm telling you, bro, I don't care how many tattoos you got. I don't care how many chains you got. I don't care if you went to jail. It don't matter. Everybody that's going to think you didn't have to do none of that. That's the point. That's my point. And this last thing, a father and son, that bond no one should be able to break that bond. No, not you grandstanding as a father, getting on talk shows, trying to make light of your son, what he's doing because you don't like what he's doing. So you kind of like trying to shame him. You got all the people in the crowd laughing and stuff like that. You never do that. You never do that. And you never, as a son, let anyone try to play you against your father. And here's a great example on how you don't do that.
Do you think you're a better rapper than your dad?
No.
No. Wow. So at the age you are now, you think that he would still be able to out-rap you? You're 23, right? So at 23, he would be the better rapper out of y'all two.
Yeah.
See, she tried to bait him in there. This T.I. son, one of his older sons. She tried to bait him there, but this is how a son stands up.
And the reason I say that is because he don't need no vibe. You know what I'm saying? He's a machine, and he just go. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could be tired. He really, you know how when people say somebody make it look easy?
Yeah.
That's him.
Wow.
He don't need no vibe. It don't matter.
Okay, so then that means you need a vibe. So how do you set your vibe before you're about to lay down a track?
It's really just I gotta figure out what I want to talk about. I'm a story. I love a good story, and I like to say something that's really saying something.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of that, wrapping my mind around that. What's going on today? How do I feel today? He don't think about none of that. You know what I'm saying? He can, and he has. We seen it, but he don't need none of that. He just go in. You want to work? Let's do it now.
Wow.
And I'm telling you.
Okay.
That's how you represent your father. That's how you represent as a son. And I'm sure his father, we seen him had glowing things to say about his son. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's how you do it. She tried to bait him in there. You know, a lot of sons try to say, "Oh, I'm better than my father." I think Carmelo Anthony tried to say he's better than his father. Son, please, okay? Try to say something like, "No." He said, "No, I'm not better than my father." Because he don't need no vibe. He just go in there. He a machine. He just go in there. But that don't mean she tries, well, oh, you need a vibe. No, they're just different. They're just different. They're just different. But he knows how great his father is. And it's okay. But that's how you represent your family. That's how you represent your father. And a father should do that for his son. So yeah, so everybody's saying all this stuff about Tarantino and Michael Irvin. To me, I got more of a bigger problem with Michael Irvin than I have with the son. Because the son, this is what he always wanted to do. Get behind him. Get behind him. Get behind. If you got behind them and helped them out, you got money and connections, you know people, maybe he wouldn't be rapping about that. Maybe he would be rapping something that fits him more, and he probably would be more successful instead of you running your mouth on Dan Patrick's show, laughing it up with all the people in the crowd, all the white people and everybody in the crowd, laughing it up, thinking that what your son loves to do is a damn joke. It's not a joke. And yes, it does reflect on your parenting that you're that out of touch with your son that he doesn't listen to you. He doesn't listen to you because you probably wanted him to be something that he's not. Okay? You are a Hall of Famer. What's the likelihood of him being one too? But he could be a successful rapper. He could be a successful artist. Okay? But what you're doing ain't helping. That's not promotion. That's not promotion. Don't down them, crown them. Okay? You heard what I said? I said, don't down your son, crown your son. And if you like this, if you got any value from this content, man, check out the rest of our plays. Check out the videos I do with my son. And hey, man, check out the video podcast I do with my 8-year-old son. And look, fathers, stop looking for all the bad things your sons do. Try to look for some of the good things they do. Because if you keep looking for the bad things they do, that's all you're going to see. And I'm out of here. Peace.